All right, we're live.
Hey guys, it's Friday night, and you're watching Sizzle This with me and Christy and two beautiful women. Actually, we got three beautiful women. I am sorry. We have Miss Beautiful Alicia on tonight, and we've got our bitch from New York, Janine, Pinkfish Lily.
What's up?
So, how's everyone's week been? We're gonna save Christy for last, so we know, so we got some catching up with her. So, Alicia, how's your week been?
It's been good. I mean, there's been ups and downs, and me wanting to avoid everybody, and then Janine yelling at me and saying, "Where the hell are you?"
The nerve of you avoiding me.
Right? So, I mean, other than that, and I do have to say, Michael, the guest last week, Aubrianne, she's been great. She's been keeping up with me this week, and just like she said she would. And so, yeah, it's been really great. Oh, and that, and I guess there's been a video going around of me, working my 5K on a one of the stations, which actually I'm going to be doing it. I'm supposed to be doing an interview on Tuesday, so that's really exciting.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna be famous!
Yeah, and when I'm famous, I'm going to tell all them bitches who are so mean to me to...
That's right. Tell them. Say, fuck off.
Good job. Good job.
So, Janine, how's your week been, darling?
My week's been really good. I had a good week. I spent 2 days out on Long Island, and then the rest of the time I've just been relaxing here on Staten Island in New York City, and just trying to pay attention to me, That's all I've been trying to do, just pay more attention to me.
There you go. I'll pay attention to you.
So put other people ahead of me. So, a little rough.
Yep. It's hard.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day, Janine. We
Yes,
did.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad you did what you said you were going to do.
Yes. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, my week has been pretty good. I haven't been in the ER this week, so that's a positive. I did have a doctor's appointment with my cardiologist. They're going to run a bunch of tests to try to find out what's up with my blood pressure right now. So everything's going good with me. Feeling freaky and funky. I'm in one of those moods. I'm actually sitting in my truck outside of Dave & Buster's. My wife's in there with a team building program thing with work, and I was like, I gotta go. I got a show to do. She said, bye. So if y'all want to know what this is my steering wheel. Y'all popped up on my dash. So I'm in my truck. I couldn't miss y'all. So
did she say bye, Felicia?
She pretty much said, bye, bitch, get out of here.
That's the way to say it, too.
Yeah. So, now, Christy, how's your week? Have you had anything exciting go on this week?
I was in Mexico, and I had surgery.
What?
Yeah, Saturday was my surgery, VSG in Tijuana, Mexico, and I got back here to the house. I was supposed to stay a week with Xenia, Warrior Princess, Miss Lorraine, but we had some family things, so I came home early. So I came home Tuesday night, and I'm feeling really, really good. Besides a couple of times calling Michael and crying, but
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I realized the hormone thing is true with surgery because I've been crying at every damn thing. I was watching Herbie, Fully Loaded, the little Volkswagen Bug. I was watching that movie and just crying my eyes out over this movie. So it's been weird. I've already lost. Well, you know what? I'll save that for tomorrow because tomorrow is my weekly 1 week update. So I'll save that surprising news for tomorrow. So you'll have to
Yeah,
watch the
save
video
that.
tomorrow.
What surgeon did you go to, Christy?
Dr. Garcia with Tijuana Bariatrics.
Okay.
And let me tell you, that place was absolutely beautiful. It was clean. It was super nice. The staff was wonderful. They took very good care of us. Nothing bad to say about these people whatsoever. My pain, literally 15 minutes out of surgery, I was up walking and stuff. So I was doing really good.
Great.
I had a couple of incidents, with water. I got the foamies, and I got sick off some Gatorade. So, but other than that, I've been doing good at home.
Awesome.
I just have to say I am super, super proud of you, and you shared a picture earlier with me, and you can definitely tell here and in your chin. I mean, you're glowing, like you're just so more stunning and beautiful than you normally are.
Oh, thank you. I feel really good. I feel, it's people that I've sat there and I've done a Google Hangout with or talked to, or like you, Michael, and it's like, literally today Michael sat there, was on FaceTime with me, and he just paused, and he's like, he was just watching me, and he goes, you're starting to get cheekbones up in here. You got lines in your face. So, and it's like, for the past 2 hours, I went and I put makeup on, and I've been taking selfies of myself on my phone just to sit there and see, because, we don't see it. I'm looking at myself in the computer, and I still see the double chin, the chubby cheeks. I still see it, but
You'll see it.
it's
your
cool.
brain will catch up eventually.
Yeah.
That's why taking a lot of pictures really helps, because sometimes you constantly look at yourself. It's like you don't see it, and if you take a lot of pictures and do side by sides and everything, it's like, I think a lot of people who've had surgery will agree that it's really great to take before pictures, even though people don't like to take the befores, and I'm always like, take tons of befores.
I didn't.
Yeah, even if you don't show anybody, that's fine, but later you'll appreciate them.
Yeah, I took weird pictures of my hands, pictures of my feet, pictures of my calves and my thighs, and full body shots and side by side shots, and I just sat there and thank God I got extra memory on my phone, because I've been snapping everything.
I don't know if you've done this, but I really recommend you taking measurements right now too.
I know, I got to get a measuring tape. I was thinking about that too.
That's another way that, I've just kind of been, I measure every few months, and that really makes a difference too.
Yeah, I need to get me a measuring tape, and I'll definitely do that.
Yeah. Well, you've done great. We've all done great. Janine has done wonderful. She is a true veteran.
She's off the chart. Mm-hmm.
She is. She is a pillar in the community. She is a veteran. But Janine, for people that don't know you, which I'm mind blown if anyone don't, can you give us a little rundown on you?
Okay, well, there's a lot to talk about, so can you give me, what you want?
Tell me, your highest weight, when you first had your first surgery, up until all the way till you got your DS.
Okie dokie. My first surgery, I had a lap band. When I walked into the office to have my consult, I know I was over 450 pounds. I know that because my surgery weight for my lap band was 398, and I had to lose about 60 pounds to get to that. I don't remember the exact number because I just didn't pay attention because I was so mortified. So I was about 450 or 460. So surgery weight for my lap band was 398. Then I got down to about 270, and I gained some weight because my lap band had slipped. It had eroded. The tubing became disconnected from the port, and I had adapted some adhesions. So I needed a revision. My revision was decided to be a duodenal switch, a biliopancreatic diversion with duodenal switch, or BPD/DS. So when I went in for that, now they didn't know if they could get it done. A lot of the times, duodenal switches are done in two parts. When they do your stomach first, which is a vertical sleeve, they'll do the duodenal switch first in a vertical sleeve, and then they'll do your intestines. So when they went to do my vertical sleeve section first, my band was so screwed up that I was under anesthesia for 4 hours. And they couldn't administer any more anesthesia to me to finish the rest of my duodenal switch. So I came out of surgery with just a VSG. So that was in 2010. And a year later, in 2011, I got my intestines done for the complete duodenal switch. So I had the lap band in 2007 at 398, the VSG in 2010 at 330, and I had my at 270.
Okay.
2 when I weighed myself this morning. So I'm usually about 140-ish, so I've lost, from my surgery weight, from my first surgery weight with my lap band, I've lost about 260 pounds. Total, including what I had to lose pre-surgery, I've lost about 320 pounds.
Wow.
That is so mind blowing and life changing. Just
Yeah.
I mean, how tall are you, Janine?
Since I broke my back, I'm only 5'2".
Okay. Yeah, that's a whole nother story of the hell you've been through.
Yeah.
Because that's been what, a year now?
No, I broke my back in October of 2014.
Oh, it's okay. It was only October. Okay. God.
Yeah.
It seems like it's been forever ago that you broke your back.
I think you're thinking of the craniotomies.
Maybe you've had
A hell of a road.
you one
Yeah,
messed up girl.
2014 sucked.
Yeah. But 2015 is your year.
Oh, 2015 is rocking my fucking socks.
There you go.
There you go. So, were you always big, heavy, fat?
I'm sorry, sweetheart?
Were you always a big girl?
Always. Always. I have been super, super morbidly obese since I think I was 8 years old.
Wow.
Yep.
With being super morbidly obese from that young of an age. Oh, I got to hire my lighting crew. Hold on.
Lighting crew, lighting crew.
Lighting crew. Oh, they suck tonight. Um, Life had to have been hard for you.
Extremely.
Uh, did you? I mean, I know the answer to this, and just for you to share, did you uh, anxiety, depression, um, bullied, stuff like that?
I was not bullied, but I was picked on a lot. I was made fun of a lot. I was never physically bullied, but I was tormented at school. I've had severe anxiety my entire life. I still deal with it. I take anxiety medicine today in very high doses to handle it. I see a psychiatrist and a psychologist to manage myself. Anxiety is something that I have suffered with my whole life, and severely. It has a lot to do with the way my family looked at me, the way my family treated me, the way society treated me as an obese individual. From the time I was a child to the time I became an acceptable weight in their fucking eyes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's, and I've got, I'm 35 years old, so I've got, close to 30 years of being unacceptable under my belt, and only 2 years of being acceptable. I can't turn around that many years of unacceptability, scorn in 2 years' time. It's
Right.
just not enough time. So I'm still suffering.
No. I can only imagine. I mean, it's got to be hard with family relationships and everything that you've been in.
Very much. I was a very late bloomer. I didn't have a relationship until I was in my late 20s. Because I didn't feel I was good enough to attract a man. I didn't feel I was worthy.
Right.
So I just didn't. I just didn't. I kept to myself. I was a complete introvert. I avoided people. I had extremely few friends. And the that used me for my ridiculous generosity. And they weren't real friends. They were just con artists. And it took a lot of growing pains these last few years to figure this out. And a lot of guidance from my new, very good friends. And because of that, with their help and with the growing pains that I'm going through, because finding friends, finding relationships requires vulnerability. You can't put up walls. You have to be vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And with vulnerability comes pain. It's just a part of life. So but with that, and with the guidance of my friends, I've switched myself around from being a complete introvert to being a total extrovert. I'm such a social butterfly. I can't wait to do things, go places, talk to people, be with people, be around people, go someplace, find something to do. I can't be by myself anymore. I just can't do it. I'm uncomfortable. So I flipped it around.
And Janine has her own apartment. Oh my gosh.
And yes. And I got my own crib. So
Yeah.
And she's learning to take out the trash, right?
Oh
Well,
my
she has
goodness!
done that. She's done that. You know, I don't know how me and
yes.
Janine got thrown together, but somehow, some way, we were thrown together, and so, you know.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
pictures of her apartment, you know. I've seen her handyman over there too, you know.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
My Gary.
Gary! Yeah. Talking about being a extrovert and introvert and all that, I watched a video of yours that you posted where you talked about how that started to change with your first, you know, your little meetup that you did one time. You want to tell them about that?
Yes. My first meetup that I went to was East Coast Meet and Greet. And I forced. It was a small one. It was in Manhattan, and which is a very busy, you know, New York City, New York City. Busiest place you can find on the East Coast. And so I felt nauseous going to this thing. I felt nauseous getting off the train in New York City. I felt nauseous trying to find this place, and I felt nauseous walking in and trying to introduce myself to 10 or 15 strangers. I didn't want to meet these people, but I was done with the old Janine. I was done with introverted Janine. I was done with super morbidly obese, sitting in a corner crying, Eeyore, black cloud over my head, no positive thoughts, no positive attitude, no friends, no good anything. Janine, I was tired of it. And if you
Right.
always do what you always did, you'll always get what you've always got. Dreams don't work unless you do. And I had a dream that I wanted to be extroverted. I wanted to have friends. I wanted to be a new person. So I forced myself to do what I had to do to be that person, which was socialize. And I threw myself in the deep end of the... And after a little while, I handled myself. It was painful, it was hard, it was uncomfortable at first, but I sucked it up. I faked it till I made it.
Oh.
And now I'm helping Gary and helping Tommy with the East Coast Meet and Greet, trying to, you know, grab as many people as I can to stuff the event because I want more people to come.
Yeah.
I love it. I
I
love it.
just knowing you from YouTube and Facebook, I cannot imagine. I could never imagine you be an introvert at all.
No.
Oh, baby, I was.
You know, and trying to gather my words. You know, what advice would you give someone that is an introvert that is tired of being an introvert? Just go jump into the deep end?
There's two ways out. There's the long way and the short way. You can get in the pool with swimmies on, or you can jump in. I chose to jump in. The swimmy version is going to therapy and mingling with 1 or 2 people at a time. And you can do that, but it's a very lengthy process, and don't consider to see results for years. Yourself long while if you choose to go the therapy route, mingle with 1 or 2, and see how you do from there. Don't expect for big changes. I really do suggest just putting your big girl panties on, and bringing yourself to a meet and greet. Find 2 people that look familiar to you from Facebook, from YouTube, and latch onto them until you get comfortable. Kind of like latching onto the edge of a pool. Just until you get comfortable enough. And then go out there. Go start talking. Try. Introduce yourself. Go hug strangers. If you're scared of what they think of you, fuck them. You're going to go home in a couple days anyway. Who gives 2 shits what they think of you? Fuck them.
Yeah.
You got to stop thinking about what other people think of you. The only thing that matters is what you think of you and what God thinks of you. And if you're an atheist, then, you know, there you go. But just don't worry about it. Worry about who you want to be in the future and work on your dreams, because dreams do not work unless you work too. God is never going to deliver what you want to your front door in a pretty box with a bow. You have got to do the legwork, no matter what. So get out there and do the legwork.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, I love your attitude. Your whole "fuck you" attitude is.
I know.
It's
raw, pure.
It's raw. It's pure. It's refreshing.
Exactly.
I mean, and you probably never had that before, did you?
I did on the inside, but I was too scared to say it.
Well, you've been saying it. Fuck you. That's the word of the night. Fuck you.
Right. So, Janine, I have a question for you.
What,
now,
my beautiful girl?
We all know that this community, you know, when I came into the community, I think it was great. You know, there's nothing but supportive people. Everyone supported each other, and it was just wonderful. Like, that was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and you know, it was really great. People, yeah. So now, you know, I see, me personally, I'm only speaking for myself, but I see so much clickiness, and it drives me up the wall. Like, how do you deal with the clicky fucking people? Like, how do you deal with them? Or do you just say, you know, what do you do?
Hold on.
What do you do?
It's fixing to get deep up in here. Here we go. I like this topic.
Okay. Sorry, that was my dryer.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get some thumbs down for what I'm going to...
Well, you know,
Bring them.
I'll give 2 shits.
Alicia's on here already, so prepare for thumbs down because that is my middle name, so...
And I'm sorry, and we're going to get thumbs down because I'm lighting a cigarette because I need a cigarette for this one.
That's okay. We keep it real in here.
Really? 3 years ago, things were very different. 4 years ago, things were very different. I've been doing... I'm kind of a veteran in the weight loss surgery community because it's been 5 years now that I've been doing videos, and I know the big wigs. I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of the bigwigs. You know, the ones that have been doing videos for 5 years now and plus. And really, those are the only ones I give two shits about.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are turning this community into high school. They are turning this into cliques. They are changing this into a, you know, table at lunchtime and who has to sit next to who. It's really childish. We are adults.
Right.
It's bullshit. It's fucking high school. And
Yeah,
if you're gonna get like that, every time I make friends with somebody like that, and I see them make a comment like that on Facebook, or I see them cause drama like that, I just unfriend them.
Yeah.
And just weed them out. I just weed them out. Because I'm not in the mood to clutter my life with such shit.
Right.
You know, I've learned to make 4 quarters instead of 100 pennies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, you know, me, you, and Michael have been in the community now for, you know, what, at least 3 years, right,
Yeah.
Michael? I mean,
well, I've been watching videos for 3 years. I've been making them for about 2.5.
Yeah. So,
And,
you know, but
I've seen the evolution of it. What I call the class of 2014.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing is that I feel really bad because, like, there are, you know, newbies who come into this community. And when I say community, I do mean the weight loss surgery community, you know. And, you know, and it's like you obviously can't tell them, like, do this, do that, do that. Don't, you know, avoid them, avoid this, you know, and stuff, even though you want to. And
They have
Christy,
to
like,
learn.
I know that you're not new to the people, but you're new to the community.
No,
And
right.
you know,
I've only been on YouTube for a year, so
Yeah.
I know this is all new to me too.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that you know the people. You've seen the people. You've seen what we've dealt with and stuff. But I know you're really new to this actual weight loss surgery community, and it drives me crazy that people think that they know all the answers. And it wasn't like that a few years ago. Like, it wasn't like that. We were all there to support each other. And stuff, and now it's like, you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not that, and it's not okay. Like, it's not okay.
No,
Exactly.
and it has ran off some amazing people and some pillars in the community. The childness has run off some great people from making videos and opening up just because of it. I commend the veterans that I consider veterans. Someone told me the other day that I was a veteran, and I just looked at them like they were crazy. But I look up to people like Janine and everyone else that is in that older era of the community for sticking around and putting up with the bullshit and ignoring it and still trudging the good trench.
Well, I do have to say that,
Right.
watching people, Janine, I love her, like, to death anyway, but I love her videos because she's like, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, because there's that button, and if you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. And she just tells it how it is, She tells it how it is.
That's right.
I think I've learned a lot from Janine. I mean, just being who I am is okay. And yes, not everyone's going to like me. And yes, a lot of people are not going to like me. And you all know that a lot of people don't like me because I fucking say what I feel. And I get shit for it, But I think I've learned a lot from Janine because she really has been such a great friend to me. And like I said, I don't know how we got thrown together, but we did. Because I remember watching her, just always watching her videos, and just loving how open and honest she is. Because I really do feel like people, especially people who are new to this community, they need to know the real stuff, not this sugar-coated
Yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff. This weight loss surgery journey is not, it's not easy. You know, we don't go through and we don't just be like, oh, we took the easy way, like a lot of people who don't understand, you know, they don't understand. So I think it's really important for people to be completely honest, you know.
Yeah,
And
but my beautiful Alicia, you forget sometimes that, you know, the people that keep looking at your videos over and over, the quote-unquote haters that keep looking at your videos and thumbs down you every single video, well, they're watching you every single video. They're not haters, they're fans.
yeah,
They're
Exactly.
fans,
and it doesn't
and
bother
they're
me.
fucking jealous.
Yeah.
It's the fucking jealousy is outrageous.
Yes,
It
they're
is.
just they're too stuck up to admit that they're fucking fans. Because if they weren't fans, they'd stop watching.
Yeah.
They'd stop watching. They wouldn't care
Yeah.
in you. But
I'm
you
a fan.
occupy their mind so much that you take on you take on their curiosity, you take on their interest, and they just keep watching.
Well, I think,
And
I mean,
you take on their jealousy and they thumb down you.
but I think it's
I'm
with all
pretty sure,
of us.
Jenny, you had.
No, I was gonna say, I think with all of us, it's like when people think that they know us, and then we turn around and, you know, surprise their ass with something else. Because I can say that for a fact that Michael has done that a time or two with, I think, a lot of people. He's done that with me, and yeah, like when you think you know somebody, and it's like, then they turn around, there's always something else you don't know, you know, and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I like keeping people on their toes.
You have to.
No, he likes
Mhm.
aggravating the hell out of people is what Michael likes to do. And Christy, you know that I am right about that.
You and him are like brother and sister almost because y'all sit there and feed off each other. I love doing Google Hangouts with you both because it's like watching a brother and sister with you two because he starts it, you finish it, and then you bring it back up, and then he finishes it, and it's like it just goes back and forth. So
We have
it's
such
real,
a
it's honest.
Yeah.
You do. That's what I like about you two because you have that love-hate relationship, but you have respect for each other. You know?
Alicia, just go shove a piece of cheesecake in your
No,
mouth.
you know what? Go have another drink and shut up. Okay? So just be quiet.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure, Janine, you've had the haters. You've had the thumbs downs.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't give a fuck.
I feel the same
No,
way. I've
sir.
gotten thumbs downs too.
Yeah. More people need to grab that I don't give a fuck attitude.
Exactly.
In the beginning, I cared because it was like, wait a minute, I've never got a thumbs down before. What did I do? What did I say? And then after a while, it was kind of like, all right, this is getting old. And then it was kind of like, wait a minute, it's every video. And then it was like, okay, they're watching me every video. They are sick, twisted individual fans.
Yeah. Well, it actually disappoints me sometimes if I don't get the thumbs down right away because I'm like, wait, what's going on? What's wrong? What did I do wrong? Why aren't you giving me thumbs down? Come on now. You know?
Exactly.
I enjoy those thumbs down. Is that sick?
It's like
I don't
It's
know.
like bring the thumbs downs on. I will throw some shit out there just to fucking piss people off.
Yeah.
I don't see. If you don't like the thumbs down, if you get worried about the thumbs down, disable the damn thing.
Or
If it
people
stresses
will
those
tell
people
me,
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people will tell me, well, you're still a fat ass. And I'm like, okay, tell me something I didn't already know. Like, hello, I see myself in the mirror all the time. If that's the best you can do, thanks. You
Maybe
know?
when they graduate from kindergarten, they can say something a little more intelligent.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of talking about Janine is a fucking hoot. She's hilarious. I remember watching one of her videos. I think she, for a time you did the Back to Basics, right?
Oh yeah, I did Back to Basics for like a year.
Yeah, I remember one of them. You did a voiceover video about farting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, oh yeah, that voiceover video. I swear I watched it 100 times.
I got a lot of thumbs downs on that one.
It
That
was
was like
fucking
the best
great.
video. Oh my gosh.
I mean, she
That
is
is
a
like
character.
true Janine, though. That is like Janine all the way. You know, it was just perfect.
Totally. But like, but it was so true.
Right?
It was just fucking true, You sit there, you let one go, and it's like, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, guys, I
Protein
have a
farts
funny
are the
story.
worst.
I have a funny story. I was at the DMV today, and I stood up to stretch.
You let
because
one
we were
go.
there for 2 hours. I went and sat back down in the chair, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, and this little girl was right behind me, and she looked at me. I was like, yeah. I just kept talking to Chris because I was like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I was so embarrassed. I was like,
Oh
whatever.
my goodness.
I don't care.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna see if we have any comments in here.
We better comment, people.
We got
comment.
Dennis in here. I know. Dennis says, "Hello, everyone, and how are you guys doing tonight?"
Hi, Dennis.
And I know we love Dennis. Miss Lindsay Cook says, "I'm here, Christy. You look great, girl. I'm excited for Janine as a guest. You are
I love
awesome."
my Lizzie.
I know. Semi-close. She said, "You're semi-close to her in Delaware. Love you all." And then she said, "And Alicia, hey, love you too. And Michael, too much love." She
A
also
lot of
asked
love
Janine. It is lots of love. She asked Janine, she said, "Janine, being far out, do you still struggle?"
No. The only struggle that I have is keeping the weight on, but that's because I have the duodenal switch. So I malabsorb. And keeping my calories absorbed in my body. It all has to do with math. I could teach a class on it. It's just a pain in the ass. But like, my body's metabolism is just kind of fast right now, and I'm not sure why. So I was having a hard time keeping weight on, but now I think I'm good. I just have to bump up my carbs and increase my calorie intake and absorption. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Like with heavy duty gain. No.
But we just had this conversation the other day about the fact that I do want to mention that when we talked about if you still have an issue with food, like,
Yep.
and you said that up until 8 months ago is when you really got your a handle on your food addiction, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So I just
Yes.
wanted to mention that in case anyone was wondering. It didn't just happen right away.
Yeah. Yeah, that has nothing to do with my surgery, though, like as far as being far out.
Yeah.
That's just because I was a compulsive overeater.
Right, right.
And I had an eating disorder. Well, I guess I still do have an eating disorder. It's just in remission.
Right.
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 So.
Well,
Now-
yeah, I mean, we don't get to be the size that we are by not having an issue with food. you know.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, if we
Right.
didn't have an issue with food, you know, I wouldn't have been over 500 pounds. Michael wouldn't have been, you know,
I
whatever
wouldn't
you
have been
were, or,
407 for sure.
you know, Christy.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
we wouldn't have had that issue if we didn't have an issue with food, you know?
I still do kind of have an issue with food. Like when I go to Burger King and they tell me I can get 2 burgers for $5, I still say yes to it.
Yeah.
In the assumption that I'm going to go home and down both of those burgers. But then I go home and I'm lucky if I can eat 2/3 of one of those burgers.
Michael's twin, hello. Michael talks about that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
That's compulsive overeating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I mean, and I still struggle with it. I mean, and you know, one day I might have it under control. I know how to deal with it. But yeah, I'll still go and buy, you know, the 2 burgers or whatever, thinking I'm going to eat that, and then like, well, shit, I'm throwing that shit away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or here, kids, I'm feeding
Absolutely.
kids.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So, you know, do you have any body image issues? I mean, being someone who is as heavy as you were, I mean, we know you have loose skin. Do you struggle with that?
Yes, very much. Very much. Like right now, a problem that I'm having is, you know, number one, I have body dysmorphia, where when I look in the mirror, I think that I weigh a good 50 pounds more than I do, even though I get told all the time that I'm tiny. Second issue, I'm dating a guy. I like him loads, and I am terrified to tell him I had weight loss surgery because I'm terrified to explain to him that I have loose skin. And when it gets progressed to the point of having sex, I'm going to have to let him know what he's got on the table. And it's severe anxiety to me. Severe anxiety. I wonder if he's going to be like, oh, okay, or, oh, fuck, bye. You know, I'm really scared. It's unbelievably overwhelming and very nerve-wracking, and I'm terrified that I could be just in a different way unattractive. Not for obesity, skin this time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just another
So
problem.
let me ask you a question.
Yes, Lovey.
The three of us, Michael, Christy, and me, we're all, you know, in longer term relationships. I mean, well, Christy's probably the less than us too, but you know, we've been with, so they've been through what we're going through, and the loose skin. Michael, your wife has been through it, Angela, and Chris has been through, my loose skin stuff, and well, Christy, you're new, but Garrett will go through your stuff too, and stuff. So what I'm wondering is, like, has it been harder for you with, relationships, past relationships, Janine? Meeting people, like, how difficult has it been with, dealing with your loose skin, with the weight loss surgery, and how difficult has it been dating?
Very. From the time that I'm clothed to the time that I'm naked, I almost feel like I'm catfishing them. Because I look like one person with clothes on,
right,
but without the clothes, I am a droopy-skinned, pancake-tittied piece of Lord knows what.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like I'm just waiting for somebody to say to me with a straight face, yo, that is not what I signed up for, Janine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's extremely stressful, and it gives me anxiety.
Well, yeah, I understand that. It's hard being clothed to being unclothed. I mean, but then again, everyone seen on the internet has seen Michael unclothed. So, right, Michael?
Michael, you got nudie pictures?
Oh
Maybe
my
not
God.
everyone has seen me unclothed.
I
but
haven't
maybe
seen
not
Michael's
everyone.
nudie pictures.
Oh God. Well, Tiffany
No.
has.
No.
Yes.
We'll talk after the
Tiffany
show. We'll talk
has.
after the show.
Let me.
Michael always has some kind of pictures going around. Or Michael's kissing somebody, or Michael's, wanting to make out with someone. I don't know. I mean,
Or selfies that are always half naked too. It's
yeah.
constantly like just half naked selfies all the
Well,
time.
I've seen the half-naked selfies, but I've never seen the nudies.
Oh, they're
Facebook
floating
won't
around.
allow them. Those get reported real quick.
Michael
Yeah,
is the selfie king.
I
Okay?
know.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But I struggle with that, and I post my pictures, my selfies, and all that, and I take a ton of them because I'm trying to see what everyone else sees. I mean, I struggle with, I have learned to accept myself, which was a very powerful moment when I accepted, and I could see that I was no longer 407 pounds. I was no longer 250 pounds. I was actually 185 pounds, and I do have more good days than bad days now. But when people tell me that I'm handsome and I'm gorgeous and I'm sexy, and I don't see that because I see what's underneath my clothes. And so that's why I post so many pictures, is I'm trying to see what everyone else sees.
I think what Michael is the character of the group. Michael is I've seen kind of both sides, because I mean, we're all in a group that I have and started, and we all tell how we really feel. And I've kind of seen both sides of Michael, and from what I see is that Michael is the class clown. And it's kind of like, it feels like to me that he makes fun and he jokes around on himself before anybody else does, because
Yeah.
that's his way to cope. And I get that, Michael, because I'm the same way,
I'm the fake it till you make it fucking king.
yeah, and that's what, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna you ain't hardly ever gonna see me without a smile, because I'm gonna be happy, even though in the inside I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I
But
mean,
it's
struggling with being overweight for so long, which now that I look back and like, I don't see myself overweight in high school like I did when I was in high school,
right.
because I'm smaller now, and it's a mind fuck. But shit, where was I going with that? I don't know. I should have farted.
Dementia.
Yeah,
He's getting old.
I'm old. I'm getting old here. But it's
But I think it's
hard.
really easy to feel that you can't really be who you are, because once you start being something, people expect that
They
you're
like
always
that
going to
persona.
be you're always the fun, the happy, the energetic Michael. And so when the other Michael, if the other Michael comes up, then it's like, what's going on, or you feel like you can't say that stuff, you know, on Facebook or to other people and stuff.
Exactly.
And that's not how it is, because we all have different sides to us. Like we can't all be happy all the time or sad all the time, or, you know, it's not realistic. It's just
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't have sides. I'm one big old ball of yarn.
That
I'm all
is true.
squiggly. So,
I will
but
vouch
you
for
know,
that.
it's you know, dealing with body I can't even talk tonight. My body image issues. I mean, I find a way to deal with that by taking pictures and actually, you know, we're all our worst critic.
Mhm.
So I mean, I can pick my fucking pictures apart. I can pick myself apart right here looking at my little picture on the screen. I mean, and it's just that it's human nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
It's hard. It's hard to accept yourself. It's hard to love yourself, you know, and especially when I mean, I did anyway. I grew up in a house out of me because they got nothing but disappointment out of my sister. So everything I did was never perfect because nobody can be perfect. So
Right.
I never got praise. It was just, yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. You know, it was never perfect. Nothing was good. I was never good enough, you know? It wasn't, I never got praise. So I never learned to praise myself.
Yeah.
So now I'm 35 years old, up Schitt's Creek. I have no idea how to praise myself. You know, and I'm trying to figure this out now.
Yeah.
I'm having issues.
something you should have learned as a child.
Yes, I should have. But I was ignored. I was pushed to the side because my sister was old. But, you know, whatever.
I know that feeling. I feel like that with my brothers when I was growing up. My brothers were the center of attention, you know, the band marcher and the football player, and then you had Fat Christy on the side, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
Same here. My sister could do no wrong. Michael could do no right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did want to ask you a question. You know, we're all on the sad subject now, but Christy, I want to ask you something fun, okay?
What's
So,
that?
you just had your surgery a week
Yes.
ago. So, looking forward to the next, let's say, 6 months, what is it that you are looking forward, like it's just on your list of you're going to go out there and you're going to do it? Something that you wouldn't even have done before, but what are you looking forward to doing, Christy?
This might sound really cheesy and corny, but look, I'm gonna start crying. Here comes the hormones. Get ready for it, guys.
It doesn't get any easier, just so you know. I'm almost 2 years out, and I cry over nothing. Ask Michael. Michael has seen me cry over shit. So, just saying.
I think the most thing that I am looking forward to in 6 months from now is wearing shorts, walking out in public in shorts.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be the day that it will shine and be sunny and happy, and that I don't have to sit there and constantly wear capri pants or pants because I'm so ashamed of my legs and stuff. That's what I am looking. It's not, you know, taking a hike or anything like that. It's wearing shorts, and I'm not talking about the knee knocker shorts that come past your knees. I want to wear shorts where you can actually see my damn legs. That's what I want to wear.
Are you talking about shorts or are you talking about Daisy Dukes?
Well,
Oh, Christy's gonna be in some booty shorts.
we'll see if I get that far, but I mean,
Okay,
just
Christy, I know I've known you now for about the past year, and I know you pretty well. And you know, one thing I think also is that you're looking forward to is being able to run around with Monkey and
Yeah.
keeping up with her and not always having to be like, here's someone take her, here's someone, you know, and stuff. And I
Yeah.
know that, you know, and it's going to be amazing because, you know, your kids are still not like, you know, like me and Michael's kids are like, you know, mine is grown. He's 19, and Michael, yours are pretty much grown, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, and also and stuff. So, you know, I know that your kids are getting up there, but they're not quite as old as ours are. But I think that that is a big, it's going to be a big, huge difference, especially, you know, with Monkey, is that
Oh
you're going
yeah.
to run around, you know, take her places, play with her more than you've ever been able to before. You know?
That and my son called me today. He was away at a friend's house while I was in Mexico because, you know, a stepdad and a son, they just kind of butt heads, so you want to kind of mix them so you didn't get in any trouble. But
Yeah.
he called me today and he's like, he goes, "Can I come home tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're coming home tomorrow." And he's like, he goes, "How you feeling? You feel good? Are you okay? You're not hurting?" And my son's 14, and I think he gets embarrassed at the way I look now. Well, you know, when I'm heavier, and I just want him to be proud of me, and I want my kids to know that I'm doing this to sit there and save my life so I could be with them, and I want them to be healthy too. So if I could sit there and rub off any of this healthiness that I'm going to start learning myself onto my children, that's a miracle right there, because my daughter has a disability, you know, and she is only 12 years old and she weighs 140 pounds. You know, she's not very mobile, but, you know, I try to get out there. When I walk, I try to get her to walk with me. So I want her to sit there and eat right. And I taught my kids so many bad things when I was overweight and bad stuff. And I don't want them to sit there and keep doing that. I want them to see their mom out there doing things, and I want them to be proud of their mom, you know? So I think that's another thing I want to see too.
Well, you know, it takes a lot of courage to do what you did. And what I mean by that is the fact that, you know, you not having insurance or whatever didn't stop you, and you found a way, you know. And there's a lot of people who say, I can't do this and I can't do that but you found a way. And it took a lot of encouragement from yourself and from your family, your husband, and everyone to go to Mexico, you know, have it done. Even though, you know, me and Michael were joking with you about you not coming back, you know, missing some organs and stuff. You know, you were going to go to Mexico and they were going to take away some of your organs. But, you know, you dealt with that until the last days from us. But I think, you know, I hope you know how proud I am of you and stuff. And it took a lot of guts. I mean, you went to somewhere where you didn't know, you weren't exactly sure, you know, but your life was worth it and stuff. And I hope you know how proud I really am of you, and
Aw.
the you know the progress that I see, and you're not giving up, and you're not, you know, a lot of
No,
people would just say, this is just me, and this is, I have to accept it, but you're not, you know, you're not. And
no.
so I really am really proud of you.
Oh, I love you, Alicia. I love you.
Me too.
Yeah, you know, I was surprised because my family was very supportive of me going to Mexico. I was afraid to tell them because I was be like, "Oh, you're going to Mexico? Oh no, you're gonna sit there and get all chopped up, or you're gonna, you know, get in a back alley and somebody's gonna take the wrong thing out and stuff." But I got more support out of my good friends, which is a handful of people here on YouTube and Facebook, and then and my family. I really didn't get any. I can't say I got bad negative, but I got a lot of whys. Why
Yeah.
Mexico? Why? You know, why can't you just sit there and just get the insurance and just go the normal route and do it here in the States? Because I'm 40 years old and I'm running out of time. So I had to
Well,
sit there and
just
take this route.
remember, Christy, not everyone will understand your journey, and it's not for everyone's it's not everyone's business to understand your journey. I think
Exactly.
that's what I've learned, and you know, not everyone's gonna understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
I like
Janine?
I like that question, Alicia. And I'm gonna throw that question back on you. What are you looking forward to in the next 6 months?
Well, you know, right now I'm really working towards I don't have a number. Like I don't have a number, but I'm really looking towards just getting back my body back on the metabolism going again, and you know, doing what I have to do, because you know, I've had a lot of negative from my doctors and stuff saying that this is where I'm gonna be, and I should be happy, and I should be content with where I'm at. And for me, it's just not, that's not okay. Like, it's just not okay. And I understand that, like, I did a 5K, you know, just last month and stuff, but still, like, last night I went to the gym and I did 20 minutes straight on a treadmill. And you have to understand, for me, doing a treadmill and walking out on the street is two totally different things. Like, it's
Exactly.
totally different.
Yeah.
You know, and the last time I went to the gym the other day, I did 15 minutes, and it was crazy how 15 minutes just flew by. And so last night I was like, I'm gonna hit 20 minutes. I'm gonna hit 20 minutes. And that 20-minute mark hit, and I started crying, and I was like, had sweat dripping. But it was just like pushing myself, you know. So my whole thing is just about pushing myself more than I ever have been. And even if I don't get to a certain number, I just want to be able to, like, be happy with myself and be happy with what I see, you know, looking back at me. And that's why also, if I don't know if you guys have seen, I know, Michael, you've probably seen on Instagram, I started this 90-day transformation. It's called Beautiful Alicia's 90-Day Transformation. And really all I'm doing is I'm taking a picture every day for the next 90 days so I can see how I transform in the next 90 days. And that's not for anybody but for myself, just to see. You know,
Yeah.
just
That I
accepting
mean that
myself.
that's what I wanted to hear. I mean, you answered that question perfect. I mean, there's no wrong answer, there's no right answer, but that was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
perfect answer. Both of y'all have answered that. Now, Janine, what are you looking forward to in the next 6 months?
Winning the lotto.
Winning a lotto and moving to St. Lucia?
Yes.
And then we're all gonna go live with her.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
No. I think the next 6 months, I need to have the titanium rods taken out of my back. So that will be in about 2 months from now. I have to have another back surgery.
Oh.
I'm severely looking forward to my meet and greet in August, which I think you should all go to. All three of you. Shut up and come.
Okay.
And I want to work on me. I need some me time. I need some me time. I'm going to look forward to living alone, whether I'm dating somebody or not, monogamous or not. I want to work on me. I want to spend some time doing cognitive therapy, doing some mental therapy, and just work on me. I just want to work on me. I need to make me a priority, and I need to work on that because I've never made me a priority in my life. It's always been other people first. It's never been me. And, you know, I need to put me. So, for the next 6 months. What about you, Michael?
I'm right there with you. I want to work on me. My self-esteem issues, my confidence level. I mean, I portray it to be through the roof, but I want it to be there for real. I'm I'm actually planning a meet and greet here in Texas, which I know Christy's coming.
Yes.
So that's coming up in June. And I want to
I didn't get an invite. I missed the memo.
Oh,
well,
you didn't invite her? What?
it was on Facebook. I'll have to send you the memo. It's
That's
June.
Michael.
There is a Texas meetup it's in June. It's June 12th, 13th, and 14th. And we just gonna have a big old crazy Texas time.
Bunch of wackos.
Okay, you know what? I do want to say that, you know, when I do finally meet Janine, it'll be very hard not to jump on her, but I won't because I know she's got rods in her back. But, like, that would be the biggest thrill in life is to meet her because I love her to death. Like, love her to death. Yes, Michael, I do want to meet you too. But Janine is just like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
My Alicia, we will meet, sweetheart. We will. It'll happen.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I've had a crush on Janine for years.
Well, I was told,
So-
I'm just saying that I was told by Janine the other day, and don't hate me for saying this, Janine, but she told me, and she told Chris, that I was her crush. So,
Aww.
and of course she's
my
crush.
woman crush.
I love her to death.
Janine is my Janine crush. Mm.
Oh,
I know. When I do get to meet you, I'm gonna pick you up, give you a great big old Texas hug, and twirl you around.
All right, and I'll curse you out like a New York sailor. How's that grab you?
Ooh.
He would like that.
Okay, I just have to say, you know, I don't know what it is about New Yorkers, but, like, I have, like, my best friends, like, are from New York. So I have so many amazing friends that are from New York. I'm like, what is it? Like, I need to go to New York.
We're
It's that whole
aggressive.
I don't give a fuck attitude.
I know.
We're
right?
aggressive. We're bred to be aggressive.
Yeah.
I like aggressive, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this. They them three, because I was not in it. I was like, I'm staying out of it. I was over here. But them three were having a very interesting conversation before the show started. It would be a little much for YouTube, I believe. I think that you guys should come back on another show, just the three of you. Or I may have to be referee to kind of like, you know, referee you guys. So we may have to come back and, you know, I may have to like sit here and be like, okay, enough of the nastiness.
Now
She's gonna hold up the red sign.
These three are
Fair
some
enough.
freaks. I'm just telling you, these three are some freaks. In a good way, but they are. Look at Michael and his tongue. Oh, goodness. Look, Janine's over there just with a cute little face.
She's all
She's like,
squirming.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, and don't let the sweet Christy look on her face fool you, because that girl is no.
I know I'm nasty, so I don't care. I like things.
I'm not nasty. I'm sweet and innocent.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
stop. Everybody knows that's not
Everyone
true.
knows that you're, yeah. Everyone knows you're not, okay?
Yeah. All right, let me see if we got any more comments.
All right. But while she's reading,
we got right in here. Island Caesars, she said, I just joined. Hi, guys. Did Christy already do her update on her surgery went? No, I have not done my update yet. That will be tomorrow's video. And Pretty Losers, Trisha's in here. Hi, Trisha.
Hi,
Hey,
Trisha! Hey, girl, hey!
So that is it for our comments. So
Right. Well, Janine, it was a pleasure having you on, and we would love to have you on again in the future.
oh yes,
It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
You
If you
are
we'll do a
little
sex show next time.
again, just let me know.
Yeah.
sex with Janine. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do sex with Janine next show, so we'll schedule that. We'll do that during the summer months when it's hot.
It's gonna be hot up in here.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Take,
Oh Lord,
said
don't
take off
tell
my
Michael.
clothes? What?
He will. Oh my.
You started it, Janine.
Well, all right. Well, let's go.
So,
Let's go.
Oh, let's go!
okay, the next show, I
You
may
are
have
a
to remind you
firecracker.
guys to moderate you guys to keep you guys in line. You guys might end up coming on the show naked and then really going to give the show to people.
Now that
She
would be a
said
hell
we're
of a
coming
show.
on the show. We're coming
That
on
would
the
be
show.
a hell of a show. Come on the show
Coming out.
naked. There we go.
There you go.
We'll get some viewers.
Oh hell
There you
yeah,
go.
we'll get a lot of viewers.
If
I
you
bet you
guys
we'll get.
That's gonna
want,
be.
okay,
we'll do
let me
naked
just put this.
November. Come on.
Okay, let me just put this out there. If you guys want to see Christy, Michael, and Janine do a show naked, you know, give them a thumbs down. Thumbs down. Give them a thumbs up. Sorry. Give them a thumbs down. Give them a thumbs up. And put in the comment section you want them to do a naked little bit show. That show will really be sizzling. I'm just saying.
Oh,
It will.
man.
All right,
All right,
guys. I love y'all. Tune in next week. I don't know who the guest is gonna be, but it will be interesting as always.
Yes, it sure will. Janine, thank you so much for being on the show, and you're always welcome to come back, sweetie, anytime.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, stick around once the show's over. I want to talk to you about something else. Okay?
All right, bye, guys. We'll see you next Friday night at 9 o'clock.
Bye.